for joining us. Supriya, when state unit after state unit comes out and passes a resolution that that they want Rahul Gandhi to be the next president, despite the reality on the ground or everything that has transpired since 2019, does it not send out a message that nobody else has a chance?
So I have a counter question to that argument, because I don't simply understand this question. What do you mean by reality on the ground? You are seeing the reality on the ground. He's walking in Bharat Jodo Yatra, and look at the kind of people who are coming in to join him. So I don't understand this presumption that some of you in the media and of course the opposition like to make. I want to ask you a counter question.
No, I didn't make that assumption. I didn't make that assumption. I meant by reality on the ground. Supriya, one second. By reality on the ground, I meant that Rahul Gandhi himself doesn't want that role, right? He has said so in as many words.
Has he told you that? I don't think he's done an interview with Network to tell you that.
So you're saying he's still up for the job?
When the time comes, and I will convey to you. No. I will convey to you why I took the decision, when I take the decision, election happens. I think he has said I am not interested. So no, don't misquote him. Don't quote him out of context. I am a Congress spokesperson here. For the Congress's point of view and for what Rahul Gandhi has said or not said, I am responsible, and please go with my version. That's the first point I want to make. The second point I want to make, I'm not somebody who just lives in Delhi and spends her time in television studios. I cater to a constituency. I meet cross-section of people who are all Congress supporters. I want to ask you a counter question. If the Congress supporters want Rahul Gandhi to be their leader, why am I going to change my stance here in a television studio and start advocating for something that I as a congresswoman don't believe in? I mean, it is for us to decide who our leader will be.
Absolutely.
I'm actually surprised that everybody wants to have a say in this. No, the BJP and television studios cannot have a say in this. It's quite as simple as
It's obviously an internal matter of the Congress party. Ultimately, the Congress party will decide. The question I asked you, though, that what is also a reality is that several of your own leaders are asking for a freer and fair election process. So when state units come out and do this, despite, well, let's say, reports that Rahul Gandhi is reluctant to take that job again, does it not send the message that nobody else has a chance? That's the question I asked you. It is not encouraging competition.
No. 1 second. I want to ask you a question. Who your managing editor will be is a decision that your promoters or your editor-in-chief or your group CEO is going to take.
We don't call it an election.
It is internal to Network 18.
But we don't call it an election. It is a selection.
No, please wait.
It's not.
No, please wait.
You are saying the Congress president is going to be elected. We don't elect a managing editor. That's the truth.
No, you have to now listen to me. If you've called me on the show, I'm not going to listen to what you preach me. Please listen to what I'm going to say.
I'm not preaching you anything at all.
9,000.
Yes, go ahead.
9,000 PCC delegates. 9,000, not 1, not 2, not 9, but 9,000 PCC delegates from all across the country vote for this. If I, as a PCC delegate in UP, want to have Rahul Gandhi as my president, why should I forego of my right to pass that resolution? I want to ask, and I am an elected PCC delegate. I am not somebody who has just come from nowhere and thin air. I had to make, members. Booth elected me, then the block committee elected me, and then I became a PCC delegate. PCC delegate is an elected position. I had to get elected for it. I, as one of the 9,000 PCC delegates from all across the country, want Rahul Gandhi to be my leader. Why can't I pass the resolution?
Okay, no, I didn't ask you that question. Why you can't pass that resolution? I am only asking the question, what does the message go? Okay, let Sanjay Jha come in. Sanjay Jha, I'll ask you the same question.
It's fair that you let me finish on that question. You ask me why, I will tell you why. Because we are the only political party in this country, the only political party who chooses its president through an election. Yes, they have been elected unanimously in the past. And yes, people have contested and then continued to become political secretaries of Mrs. Gandhi, like Mr. Jitendra Prasad. But please, I think you have to give us credit. We have an election to elect our president. Which other party, including the BJP?
Well, all parties claim they do, barring only a few. But I'll go across to Sanjay Jha now. Sanjay Jha, I'll ask you the same question. We've had this conversation over a period of years, whether the Congress can move beyond a Gandhi, for example, as its leader. In past conversations with you, with me on this show, you have very much said that they should elect somebody else than Rahul Gandhi and let Rahul Gandhi be the voice of the face of the Congress party to take its message across the country. Let the organization which comes as the chief go to somebody else. That may be your personal opinion. But I want to ask you the same question I asked Supriya. When state unit after state unit after state unit, 7 today, possibly more tomorrow, pass such a resolution, even if somebody wanted to throw their hat into the ring, they'll be like, there's no point.
Shivani, I do believe that the Congress party has a historic opportunity to send out a message to the people of India that, we are here for the long haul. We know that we have taken a lot of rough, bad knocks in the last couple of elections, but we put the interest of the people right in front of the entire agenda before the party. That this is not about self-aggrandizement, or it is not about just capturing political power for the sake of it. In my opinion, the BJP has bludgeoned democracy, destroyed the constitutional values that we stand for, besides fracturing the entire social fabric of our great country. So here is an opportunity for the Congress to make a significant political statement that will be about a resurrection of India and to reclaim what the idea of India is all about.
And you believe that message will come from this election, right?
I do believe that if this election is not able to capture, what I believe is a narrative building in favor of the party. Now, I'll agree with Supriya. From the reports I have got from a lot of people, some being Congress friends and others from the media, etc., that the Bharat Jodo Yatra is getting significant traction on the ground. And in my opinion, any opposition party that undertakes such an arduous, walk, I think Rahul Gandhi has to be congratulated for being out there in the middle with the people of the country. I think it can only deliver positive results. But, and this is a significant point, if the organizational elections create some degree of what I call as, either concern on credibility or apprehension in terms of authenticity, that will take away a lot of the tailwind that the Congress is getting. Therefore, I have always been very vocal about it. It's a very good step. Supriya is again right in saying, listen, we are doing an election to the best extent possible to elect a president, which is a good thing. But, there is a difference between the leadership. Number two, about the moral crusader of the party. Remember, Mahatma Gandhi was never holding an executive position in government. He didn't want to. He did not want to. But even today remains the greatest icon in India's freedom struggle and of the Congress party.
Sanjay, why don't you cut to the chase? Are you saying the same thing that I think you're saying, that Rahul Gandhi, that Congress needs to, move on from somebody like Rahul Gandhi?
My simple answer is, and I'm looking at it from the point, I've been a banker before. And I have looked at balance sheets and P&L accounts, and I take a little message from that. I believe Rahul is a great ideological mentor and a crusader for the party. But when it comes to being, an organizational management issue, I mean, Supriya, I think, is an exceptional spokesperson of the party. There are people who are great in fundraising. Somebody may be a fantastic campaigner. Others are good in social media. Now, to lead them, you need a very different kind of a dynamic in an individual. I think Rahul has done a good job, but there's no harm in handing it over to somebody else.
Okay.